All right, we're back again. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is day 8 of dropshipping. No sales today. Having some problems with some ads. And also, I was looking back on some of my videos for some editing purposes. And I saw that the video quality was a bit shit on a few of them. I don't know why. So I looked on my phone settings, changed some stuff, but right now it looks pretty smooth, pretty nice. Aikido. So, pretty happy with it. Hopefully, it's not too bad. Of course, I'm uploading it on YouTube. I might have uploading settings where it uploads in a different video quality from how I film. So we'll see. We shall see. But ads is the thing. Ads is the name of the game, and I might be testing a couple new products as well. Like the product I'm testing, I got 2 sales. Well, 1 sale with 2 items yesterday. Today I didn't run any of my ads. I didn't run any ads at all. No ad spend. But tomorrow I'm gonna run again and see what happens. But so far, I am pretty happy with the results so far. Of course, I mean, there's people who launched their product and got like a bunch of fucking sales, and then other people don't get any sales, and it's just a back and forth. So again, if my rule is if I don't get sales within the first day, then fuck the product, drop it, do something else. It's the second day now. I should be getting more sales. But of course I didn't run any ads, so I don't really know. So tomorrow is going to be my tester again, just to see. I'm also trying to figure out how the ad spend works and how a bunch of the actual stuff works for Meta, because it's kind of weird. I've never dealt with Facebook ads before. I'm dealing with them now. I know quite a bit about them, but actually taking that proof and applying it to the real thing is a bit different from just knowing about it. It's like knowing everything about fighting, but you've never been in a fight. Like, fuck does that mean? Makes no fucking sense. So yeah, actually doing it is pretty fun. And then, of course, making more ads, doing more things, figuring out how to do more stuff. Action fixes all. So I'm just learning how to do so many different things, how to do product research in so many different ways. You know, there's like 100 ways of doing or 10 main ways of doing product research. I'm figuring out how to do all 10 of them. And then 10 different ways to do ads. You can rip ads, you can build your own ads, you can take ads, you can re-platform ads, you can do a bunch of stuff. And that's something I'm learning as well. And then for building a website, you can use AI, you can use pre-made, downloadable layouts. You can purchase, you can purchase stores. You can do so much. You can pay a guy to do it. There's just so much to do. There's just so much different cool stuff you can tackle. And it's just like pick one, combine the 4 together, and then throw it at the universe and see what comes back. So yeah, I mean, I threw this at the universe and I got a sale, which is really cool. I got $50 coming in my next payout for my store. And I'm going to be running ads tomorrow as well. I'm going to be seeing, again, $50 a day in ad spend. I've only spent $28.60. Not bad. Not bad. Could have done better. But in my personal opinion, I need to make more fucking ads and push more. More ads, more. More is better. More is better. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I need to stop saying some pussy shit. Basically, make more ads. I want to get at least 10 ads running for this product and actually see how far I can push this and get it out there. I already fulfilled the order for the guy, so $50 is coming my way, but I want to see like if this product can really be something big. And then after that, I'm going to be doing some other product research as well. I've learned a lot of different methods of doing product research, and I'm going to be testing them all and seeing which one pops up, and then whichever product that pops up, I'm going to make a whole new store for, whole new ad campaign, whole new pixel, whole new everything, and check it out and see what happens. But yeah, I'm just studying, watching videos, doing stuff. I was a bit lazy today, I will admit. I didn't do as much work. Well, I didn't really do much work at all today that I really wanted to. I also slept in because I stayed up really late making the video, and I slept in because it's Sunday. There's a lack of excuses. I'm tired. It's 12:33 at night. So yeah, I'm probably gonna make this video, make the thumbnail, post it, and then sleep, or pray and then sleep. But yeah, so far challenge is doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy. I actually got a store running. I did all the stuff I was supposed to do. Now it's time to optimize, and it's time to do more research and continue to actually push and push and push and push and push and see how good this can get. And yeah, that's life. 2 things you should focus on as a young man who wants to develop yourself: physical fitness, because it trains your mind, not just your body, and it's something that you cannot buy. It's, when you get money, from my perspective, when you get money, it's just like, well, I have money now, nothing really changes. It amplifies you. Money is an amplifier. So if you're a piece of shit, you're a super piece of shit. If you're a good person, you're a super good person. So it amplifies who you are. So what you want to do is develop yourself into the type of person you want to be, who you would want to amplify. So if you want to be someone who's very physically fit, who has good morals, who's a Christian, a man of God, and you want to amplify that to the world through your finance, then you want to become that person before you get the money. Otherwise, it will ruin you. And that's why a lot of young people who get money fuck up really easily, which is something interesting that I've learned. Because a lot of them don't have mentors, they don't have personal beliefs. A lot of them tried this one thing that was too easy, and they made too much money too quickly. And then the rest of their life is fucked because they don't know how to manage their finance. And the few people who give them advice are looking to use them. Most people who would be helping them are looking to use them, and they get used, and then they don't believe anyone and don't take any help from anybody. So then they become resentful of the world and become very distraught and degenerate individuals. So money is good if you know what type of person who you want to be and what type of person you want to push out to the universe and push out to the world and amplify to your family and to your loved ones and things of that nature. So you have to be very particular and very very nitpicky on how you spend your time, how you discipline yourself, what you focus on, what you value in your life, what you value overall. Because again, it's very important to know that, and very important to know what type of person you want to be and what actions you should be taking on a daily basis to become that person. So yeah, pretty simple stuff overall, pretty simple. But again, action fixes all. That's really the thing. And if you don't take action, then nothing got fixed. So yeah, I just need to be a bit less lazy on this drop shipping and fucking lock in, make some ads. Yeah. But so far, not bad. I can always be better. And yeah, victory is inevitable if you never stop trying. My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. And of course, make more ads, because it's not really a winning product, it's a winning ad. So even if you have a shitty store and a shitty this and a shitty that, it doesn't really matter. If you have a good ad, people watch it and they have a craving for it, then people will buy it. And if there's a market, a hungry market for a product that exists and people aren't marketing, boom, there you go. Better yet, carve out a angle of people, a saturated angle that, well, not a saturated angle, a saturated market or niche, and then carve out a angle that targets a small amount of people within that very, very, very very red ocean, and then you'll make money, you'll print. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing. But for me, right now I'm just testing stuff out, figuring out how to do this the most efficient way possible, figuring out how to speed up this entire process, test as many products as possible, to do as many things as possible, as fast as possible. Boom, 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 boom. Speed loves money, and money loves speed. The quicker you move, the more money you'll make. So if you got an idea, you should be implementing it within the same day, if not the same week, if not the same month. If not that, then you're going to fail, and someone else is going to think of it and apply it to their lives quicker than you. So again, I mean, it's just action solves all, and taking immediate action, not, you know, lax and lazy action is very important. So yeah, I mean, as a whole, so far, pretty good. I can always be better. I'm not really satisfied right now. I see my goals, and I see what I want out of this, and I see what can be achieved, and understanding the actions I'm going to have to take to achieve that. I am very prepared, and I have faith, complete and utter faith. So I'm going to turn my ads on, tomorrow. I'll let those 3 ads run, and then I'm probably going to make, I am going to make 7 more ads. Add them to my ad campaign, $50 spend for all of them. Whichever spends the most is the best, and see what the conversion rate is and the cost per acquisition rate. And I'm probably going to be printing, making some pretty good money, and the ads that aren't doing so well I'll cut and replace, or I'll just turn them off and leave them for in the background until I find a good enough reason to utilize them. But again, if you made it this far in the video, like, subscribe. Like-minded people are very important. People who watch these type of videos are most likely people who want to actually change their lives and see what can be achieved and see how good it can get. I've witnessed it. I'm doing this more as a challenge and seeing if I can replace some of my income with something a bit more globally detached, not globally detached, location detached, because I like to travel, I like to go places, I like to do things, I like to get around, and me being able to open up my laptop, look at ads, put more money in, put $1 in and get $6 out, fuck it, I'll do that, because I like travel, I like doing things, I like having fun, and there's zero point in me not taking advantage of this opportunity to make a fuck ton of cash. So why not? It's Q4 as well, so Q4 is great. But again, work, made ads, did some stuff, had some fun, and we're certainly gonna see. I'll make some stuff. I really like this series though. This YouTube series is gonna be fun because kind of documents. It's more of a documentation for myself than anyone else. I mean, if you reach out in the comments or anything like that, of course I'll respond. But it's more of a documentation for myself than anyone else, to be completely honest. So, yeah. Anyway, that kind of wraps up the video. Action solves all. You're young if you have an idea. The worst that can happen is it doesn't work. You have time, but you also don't have time. You have time to do businesses and do things and take risks, but you also don't have time to lay around, be lazy, and be an idiot and smoke weed and be a degenerate. You always have something to prove, whether you like it or not. You have something to prove to your family, your bloodline. You always have something to prove to someone, and understanding that makes you more capable to operate and to compete in this very, 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 very difficult and strenuous world. And if you're someone who cannot understand, I need to compete and life is a competition, you are born to lose. And sadly, most people are born to lose. And they lose. And they lose terrifically. They lose by being completely and utterly mediocre in every feasible way you could imagine. They're born to lose because they work a job that they hate. They buy shit that they don't need, and they overall are slaves to themselves. They're slaves to the things they own. They don't get to go where they want. They don't get to be where they want. They're not satisfied with their life. If you're homeless and you're on the streets and you can do whatever you want, you would be much more satisfied than having to show up, dedicate time and energy to go to a household that doesn't respect you and go to a job that doesn't like you and get the mediocre amount of money where you could go on vacation twice a year. You could go on holiday twice a year. You know, it's just completely and utterly disingenuous. So understanding that at a young age and understanding how to fix that and what actions you can take to actually escape that frame that you're stuck in and will be stuck in if you don't do something that would be considered risky or be considered unorthodox, then you're going to be stuck. And that's life. I mean, yeah, you can make money in a job. Yeah, if you dedicate yourself towards something, you're going to be successful overall. But most people, even people who would be considered not happy, but successful, they don't really try. They try a little bit, they get a promotion, and then 10 years they get another promotion, another 10 years they get another promotion. It's just their life just falling through their hands. So, yeah, don't let the world happen to you, happen to the world. Take action every day to get exactly what you want for the future. Understand that the actions you take today dictate the future for tomorrow, and give God something to work with so that you may be completely and utterly successful in every human metric. And be prepared to do the hard work, because the hard work will give you exactly what you want in the end. Victory is inevitable if you never stop trying. I repeat myself, but it's very important to ingrain that mindset into anyone who would be watching this, and to ingrain the ideas that I have into other people so that they may be successful as well. Because when you start understanding these things, you start understanding how dedicated and how much work you're going to have to do to get what you want. You understand how difficult it can be. And, you know, it's not even that difficult. It's just showing up and doing exactly what you know you're supposed to do every single day to get exactly what you want at the end of the day. And you usually receive it. I believe that. So, yeah, I suppose that, for the most part, wraps up the video. But yeah, I mean, for the next bit of work I'm going to be doing is making ads, running more ads, testing the product, and then also doing product research to see, you know, if this product fails, find a new product and build a store around that and run that, you know, just switch it out, boom, boom, boom. So, yeah, we'll see. But if you've gotten this far, like, subscribe. That will be the consistency of the video. There we go. One of those should be good for the thumbnail. Yeah, that should be it. Bye.